Welcome to my favorite nonprofit radio segment called Nonprofits Care. Their causes are really extraordinary.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. It's nonprofits who care. Causes are really extraordinary. And of course, this segment is normally hosted by our good friend Ralph Grills of My Favorite Nonprofit, myfavoriternonprofit.com. However, Ralph is out of the country today, and so I have the distinct honor of introducing you to our guest. And Joe, welcome to the show. We're so glad that you're here with us.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you represent an organization called Families First. Would you please give us just a little bit of background about what Families First is?
Sure. What we do in a nutshell is we work to prevent child abuse and neglect. We were founded in 1986, and our services are there to nurture children, empower parents, and strengthen families as a whole.
All right. Now, when we use terms like neglect and abuse, that conjures all kinds of imaginations. Are all of those true and then some?
Yes, unfortunately. Here in Colorado, the problem of child abuse has been a growing one. Last year, there were 76,000 reports of child abuse. So you can imagine every seat in Sports Authority Field at Mile High filled with a report of an abused child. That's why at Families First, we're really focused on what we can do to prevent the problem of physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional maltreatment, and serious neglect.
And it is a very, very serious issue, and you know, it's hard sometimes to talk about because it hits. I think every one of us knows either we are the victims or we know somebody who has been the victim of some form of emotional or physical or sexual abuse. I know that when I worked at another nonprofit organization, the statistics were staggering for those kinds of situations. What are some of the family services, support services that you offer?
At Families First, we offer parent education classes, support groups for parents. We have a treatment center for young children, 3 to 10, who've been abused or neglected and removed from their homes. But what I really want to talk to you about is our 1-800-CHILDREN.
Please, absolutely.
That's our toll-free number. It's a statewide number. It's available 10 to 10 to anybody who's got a question around family concerns. Family concerns could be anything from emergency assistance to discipline issues, struggles with single parenting, information or referrals to other resources.
Gotcha.
People call our line for any of those things.
All right, and since this is a national broadcast, I want to make sure that everybody understands that the number 1-800-CHILDREN is the state of Colorado is what that covers, right?
Well, each state has its own 1-800-CHILDREN number.
Oh, it does.
So yes,
that's good to know.
So it's related to Prevent Child Abuse America and the state chapters of Prevent Child Abuse Colorado in particular. So each state has a 1-800-CHILDREN number where you can call and get the help, support, the listening ear that you may need. All
right. Well, you answered my next question, and thank you so much for that. All right. So our guest is Joe Blum with Families First. And Joe, let me ask you this. Where do you get your funding? How are you supported?
We have a variety of sources. We have our fees for service. We get grants. We have special events, individual corporate contributions. In fact, I should be asking you for a contribution right now.
Well, I love the way that you think, and we will certainly help out the cause. Well, you mentioned events. Do you have any special events coming up?
I do. Our next event is Stepping Out at the Ritz with Glitz.
Ooh.
That's going to be on March 16th.
All right.
Additionally, we have our golf tournament's going to be coming up. It's August 20th at Bear Dance. If there are any golfers that haven't played that course yet, I can say this would be a wonderful opportunity to get out there.
Dr. D.
Oh.
But you haven't seen me play golf. You wouldn't say that.
That's why you go out of state for it.
That's exactly right. So nobody knows me.
All right.
So a tournament format could be just the thing.
Absolutely, that can help your swing. Get 3 other guys that that could help. All right, let's go back though. The stepping out at the Ritz with Glitz, is that what it was called?
Yes.
On Friday the 16th of March.
At the Ritz.
At the Ritz. Now, what's going on at that event? What are we doing?
It's a dinner, dance, auction. What we're doing is raising money.
Of course.
We're raising money to prevent child abuse and neglect. And I'll tell you that our events are some of the most fun events in Denver. I'm sad to say sometimes people know us more for our events than they do for really the work that we are raising the money for.
Well, at least if the events are the draw, then so much the better, right?
It is.
Let's get people in there and let's get those funds raised. Do you or your staff host these events? Do they put these together, or do you have a volunteer team?
We have a secret weapon at Families First, and that secret weapon is our Friends for Families First Auxiliary. And we have up to 300 members who really are the time and talent behind our special events, and we couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And historically, how many people tend to show up at like the Ritz event? Is there?
We'll have 400 to 500 people there.
Wow.
Sure.
Impressive, yeah.
I think we should go. All right.
Okay. I'm sending you the invitation when I get back to the office.
That sounds fabulous. All right. And now, Joe, you are the director of Major Gifts. What does Major Gifts mean? Like, are we talking more than a couple bucks here?
Any gift's a major gift, Eric.
I love it. Yeah.
Any gift is a major gift. It's all about that relationship, and whatever anyone can give is really what it's about.
Hey, folks, we're talking about an issue that is not just statewide. It's national. It's global in scope. Abuse of physical, sexual, emotional abuse of children, and here's an organization, Families First, FamiliesFirst.org, that is making a difference.
Oh, Eric, it's FamiliesFirstColorado.org.
My mistake. FamiliesFirstColorado.org, and the phone number that you can call 1-800-CHILDREN.
Correct.
Is that right? All right. And Joe, maybe a closing point, maybe that you'd like to share with the audience.
Yes, all families struggle, and everybody can use a little help at some time or another. So at Families First, we think that asking for help is a sign of strength, and that's why we're asking your listeners for their help to become your favorite nonprofit.
Absolutely. And like all the programs that you find on Nonprofits Who Care, you can find the contact information, of course, not only on, give me the website one more time,
FamiliesFirstColorado.org.
All right. As well as we invite you to visit myfavoriternonprofit.com. That's myfavoriternonprofit.com. There's a search engine. If your favorite nonprofit is not on there, we encourage you to go ahead and first of all sign up, get your free membership. Individuals is free, $199 for groups. Sign up and put the group on and let us know who your favorite nonprofit is. That way we will know things that we would not have known any other way. Joe, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. On behalf of Ralph Grills and myfavoriternonprofit.com, we thank you for listening to this segment, Nonprofits Who Care. CARE is an acronym for Causes Are Really Extraordinary, and you are really extraordinary if you get behind any one of these causes. And today we're featuring, of course, Families First here in Colorado, FamiliesFirstColorado.org, and we encourage you to support that cause. Now, Dr. D, it's been a great show.
Oh my gosh, it's been wonderful, and this last segment was incredible.
It's inspiring to have, what Ralph is doing with My Favorite Nonprofit, and what the community of nonprofits who are coming onto the show are doing is truly extraordinary, and I think it's making a difference. And boy, the buzz is huge.
Oh, it's monstrous. We support the nonprofits. We have worked with people, and we'll be talking as soon as we're done, you and I, young lady, about some ways to help you with your cause. It's very inspiring and touches my heart.
Absolutely. We We want to thank you for listening to the Experience Pros radio show today, where every day it is our goal to bring you absolutely nothing more than the best in business. And, nonprofits are among those as well. Thank you for listening. If you want to catch any of these conversations or follow the conversation with us, tune into facebook.com/experiencepros, where you can find a video of this show every day, 24/7. Thanks for listening.